Welcome back. Out of this world investments, HawkEye 360, a satellite company which helps gather data using clusters of satellites and new age radio frequencies. Some of that data discovered includes Iranian smuggling of crude oil to Syria, port traffic in Wuhan, China, and spotting troop buildup on the India-China border. Joining me right now is HawkEye 360 CEO John Serafini. John, great to have you this morning. Thanks very much for joining us. Tell us how this works, how this data is used by your customers.
Sure. Good morning, Maria. It's a pleasure to be here with you. HawkEye 360 is building a constellation of satellites, each about the size of a large microwave oven. They uniquely fly in formation. This has never before been done in the commercial sector. And with this unique geometry, we're able to detect, geolocate, process, and analyze RF signals. This is very unique. It's never before been done commercially. From this data, we're able to convert our actionable RF data into intelligence products, oftentimes fused with other sources of information like electro-optical or open source data to create turnkey analytic reports for our customers.
What have you seen in the way of RF data, radio frequency data, in terms of some of the questionable things that have been seen? I know that the Pentagon is coming out with a report on unidentified flying objects, which is really, it sounds like something out of the movies, and yet the Pentagon has a whole force on this, looking at UFOs. They will report on this come June, early June. What are you expecting there? Do you have any info based on your work? Well,
while I'm familiar with that work stream, I believe it originated with Senator Harry Reid years ago. That is not an area of focus for HawkEye 360. We are focused on dark objects, objects that don't want to be found, uncooperative, be it vessels or aircraft or military organizations. While they do not sometimes emit signals that others can track, there are signals emitted that we can track. And when we do so, we're able to put them on a dot on a map and track those over time and start to extract intelligence about the identity of that object and what it might be doing.
Well, we've got a lot of money going into this space. Investment in space companies has hit more than $4 billion just in the first quarter alone. Tell me how that money should be allocated. What does the future hold for the advancement in space technology?
That is very true. It's an extremely hot sector right now. Over $4.5 billion have been invested in great space companies over the past quarter. That does not include the $55 million Series C round for HawkEye 360 that was closed in April. It's indicative of the fact that space is interesting right now. We can get access to space at much lower cost points than in the past decades, and we can build spacecraft for single-digit millions of dollars, which normally in past decades cost tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. And with this new functionality on orbit and on the ground, we can unlock new and interesting applications with very large total addressable markets that will reward software as a service companies that can provide high growth, high margin businesses.
Really interesting stuff. John, thanks very much. We'll be watching the development and all the money moving into this space. Thanks so much for being here this morning.
Thank you, Maria.
John Serafini joining us.